What's up, people? Welcome to the 44th episode of the News That Matters, where I tell you some interesting and fun news and some news that I think may matter to you, as most news channels broadcast bullshit. News number 1 is another blow to the common citizen of the country, as government has decided to recover the loss it incurred by reducing the price of fuel by 1 paisa per litre. Yes, LPG, that is the gas cylinders you use for cooking, are now more expensive. This is the first time that the price of LPG has been hiked in the year 2018. Non-subsidized cylinder will now cost you a whopping rupees 48 more, and subsidized cylinder got its price up by rupees 2.34. It was obvious that after government went so generous as to give us relief of 1 paisa per litre on fuel, they had to recover the loss from somewhere, right? Well, the only option you, that is the hard-working citizen of the country, has now is to exercise your voting power in 2019 to throw away this blood-sucking Jumla party out of the country's politics. The next news is a very retarded statement given by a BJP MLA. BJP MLA Arjun Lal Garg is now advising people, especially the Devasi community, to stop smuggling drugs and start smuggling gold. Yes, he's asking people to start smuggling gold now, and the reason is actually logical if you see from a criminal's point of view. He says that gold smuggling is a bailable offense while drug smuggling is non-bailable, so it will be safer to smuggle gold and go to jail and then come out of there. Damn. BJP is sucking people's money, but one thing is undeniable. They are constantly keeping people entertained. First by asking them to sell pakoda, then by asking them to sell pan and milk cows, and then the chief clown of Tripura saying that only civil engineers can go for civil services, and then making internet available to the Mahabharata, and now advising people to smuggle gold. Seriously, now just wake up and realize what demon you have unleashed upon the country by selecting the Jumlebas party in 2014, and do not repeat your mistake next year. The next news is from Andhra Pradesh. The Andhra Pradesh government has announced a new scheme wherein they are planning to give each of the unemployed graduates of the state an allowance of rupees 1000 per month. The scheme is only for unemployed graduates who are younger than 35 years of age. Now when you see it, it may sound stupid as 1000 per month is too less, but the problem is that the state has nearly 10 lakh unemployed graduates, and the total sum even for a single month that the government has to pay will be rupees 100 crores, that is about 1200 crores per year. Well, it is one of the major duty of the government to provide jobs to the country's citizens, but since it is clearly failing to do so, at least 1000 rupees is something. Also, there is no limit on the unemployed graduate numbers per family. That means if a family has 4 unemployed graduate members, then they will get 4000 rupees per month as an allowance. I think this should not continue for very long, and rather more focus should be put into creating real job opportunities for them rather than giving them allowance for a long period. The next news is about another infuriating way that your tax money is going completely waste, as the Jumla party is using it in its own advertisements. Maharashtra government has issued damn comic books now that feature Chacha Chaudhary and, wait for it, yes, Narendra Modi. These are the books being given to young students as supplementary reading material. I mean, it's just mind manipulation starting from the level of young children. Seriously, mind manipulation is the only reason BJP came into power in 2014, and it is now employing the mind manipulation technique even deeply into the citizens, beginning from their children. This is clearly a very disgusting propaganda of this Jumla party for political gains. Make sure that they only face loss next year. The next news is from Chhattisgarh, and the state is clearly in shambles currently. The state of Chhattisgarh is currently facing acute water shortage and also lacks infrastructure facilities. The worst part is that many villages in Chhattisgarh, notably the Jhiram village, are now forced to drink dirty water that gets accumulated in small pits in the villages. The even shocking part is that recently the Jumlebas party leader Feku number 1, that is our Prime Minister, boasted that he managed to electrify the entire country, but the villages in Chhattisgarh are still not electrified. They do not have electricity even after all those fake show-off campaigns of Jumla party. They don't even have education and road facilities. The locals say that toilets have been made in their villages by the government but are completely unusable because of lack of water. Seriously, this party isn't called Jumla Party for no reason, right? They are just ruining the entire country and then distracting people from the real issues by using communalism and nationalism cards. They seriously need to be thrown out of the country, else the country of India won't take any time to become the country of Syria. Well, now let's have some tech news. Samsung has launched its Galaxy J4 smartphone in the country. It is a budget device powered by Samsung's own Exynos 7570 chipset with Mali T720 GPU. The phone has a 5.5-inch screen and front-facing flash too. The price starts at 10,000 rupees. You can definitely get way better devices than this one at the same price point, so I don't recommend it the slightest. But if you are a die-hard Samsung fan, no one can stop you from buying it. The next news is from OnePlus, and it is not about any new product or feature but rather a new color variant of the OnePlus 6. And if you like white, believe me, you will be awed by this beauty. The name of this variant of OnePlus 6 is Silk White, and it looks great. It even has some aesthetically pleasing rose gold accents that will just make your friends with normal colored phones envy you. The feature the features of this are just the same as of the regular OnePlus 6. So if you are considering buy the OnePlus 6 and cannot get your hands on that Avengers edition, then just go for this one, unless you like black color more. The last news for today is about the Kimbo app that was launched by Patanjali 2 days ago and taken down from the Play Store 1 day ago. All the reports say that the reason behind this was the poor security and lack of encryption in the app. And a French expert claimed that he could access messages of all the users of the app without even putting any efforts into gaining the access. Patanjali, however, say a completely different tale, that they were just testing the app for 1 day and that they got the support they needed in that day and the app will be back very soon. Well, it clearly means that they know that the app lacked security and was a disaster, so no matter how much plaster they apply to the hole, the wall will still look ugly. I recommend you to stick to WhatsApp and do not download the app even if it comes back to the Play Store, as we all know Patanjali's affiliation to the government of the country. Well, this was all for today. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of the News That Matters. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more.